Island, that was around when you were here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Purple Island, it used to be down in the main hallway, only for seniors.
Yeah.
Well, we left it down there when we did, we built on, we left it down there, started the renovation, we left it down there. We opened this part of the building, we said, let's take the Purple Island down to that side. Well, it wouldn't fit through any of the doors. It was too big. And that's restricted for seniors. That's the modern day edition of the Purple Island. In case you're wondering, because you won't see it on the rest of the tour, about 2 years ago, the Purple Island gave up the ghost. It had served its purpose, and the health department was about to condemn it, so we just cut it up, and it's gone the way of the buffalo. It is no more. But they're painted purple. When we put the addition on, that was one of the things that we asked if we could have purple lockers staying with the purple and gold theme, and we were able to do that. When we started the renovation, the lockers were the old institutional brown that you guys would have remembered. So we did an electrolyte process with them, and we painted them purple too. So everything's purple in the building now.
Oh yeah, sure.
Quiet, I'm sure things have changed on that account too. When we built this building, we had a chance to involve the teachers a lot in the planning and the groundwork. And so we took our science teachers around to several different schools and looked at facilities, the classrooms and how they were set up. And from those tours came back with this design. We have kind of the quiet carpeted area where we do the instruction, and then our labs are set up back in the area that you see with the tile floors and all the other stuff like that. And blue hood back there sticking out of the ceiling. It's an emergency shower that puts a lot of water out. As a matter of fact, spring that year, our last day of school coincided with the state track meet, which is not a big deal, except it meant a lot of our teachers, coaches were gone to Lincoln or Omaha for the state track meet, so we had a bunch of sun. And they were pretty good till the end of the period. And then on the way out, one of the geniuses decided to pull that thing to see if it really worked. It did. And about 350 gallons later in the classroom below, we got it shut off. But now, it's the last period of the last day of school, and you've just done something really, really bad. You're not going to be around, are you? So how do you bring closure to this? The next morning at 6 a.m., I called every kid in the class. Got them out of bed, said, good morning, this is Dr. Mann, how's your summer going? He said, oh, fine. I said, what are your plans for next year? What do you mean? Do you plan to come back to Grand Island Senior High? Yes. Then you want to be at our meeting at 8:30 this morning in this room. Guess who didn't show up? So at 8:30, I passed out slips of paper to all the kids. I said, this will take as long as it takes, but by unanimous ballot, you will identify the person that pulled the fire plug yesterday, and we'll work on that project until it is unanimous. So here's your first go. After the first ballot, we had elected a winner. As I went to my office and I called him, and the phone rang a couple times, he picks up the phone. I said, good morning, this is Dr. Mann. He says, oh God, I'm so sorry. About a minute and a half. It works. So that's always kind of a fun story. I'm looking forward to his reunion tour here. Yeah. No, this is not the old library. That's the one we split up, and well, you'll see it in a little bit. So we split up. That you would have remembered and it's become an art studio. So now this is our media center. So We have some token books on the walls, because you gotta have some books in the library kind of thing, but like everything else, technology is a big part of the service center that we have here. This is open like 7 in the morning till around 4:30 in the afternoon, and kids are in and out all the time. Most everything else is back here in the building. And we have about a dozen portable carts with laptops on them that teachers can check out and take to their classroom. So, you know, technology has become more and more of a process of instruction for us here. But our media center is kind of a fun place. We got the big screens up on the wall and run announcements on one of them, and then news network and stuff on the others. During finals week, we clear out this whole area and we show movies in here for the kids. We go to a block schedule, and so if you aren't tested, you don't have to be here. So a lot of kids, rather than go home, come in here and watch a movie and then go take the test the next hour. That's all we have room for. And we'll broadcast to the freshmen and sophomores back in their classroom. It's a live broadcast. We just don't have room to keep them all, or get them all in one place. If we want to do an all-school assembly, go to the gym. But when you take 2,200 kids into the gym, it's not going to be a real serious presentation. You can do a pep rally and stuff like that. But if we wanted to extol the virtues of government and democratic society, we wouldn't do that assembly in the gym with everybody else. Out of sight during the class period, and I tell the kids, text till your fingers fall off between the passing periods. I don't care. You can use it all you need. You know, those emergency calls that you got to make. Do that during the passing period. Now, first time you don't have it off or out of sight in the class, the teacher picks it up, sends it to the office. You got to come pick it up. Second time, teacher picks it up, sends it to the office. Your parent comes and picks it up. Third time, we'll see at semester, and your parents got to pick it up. It's a board policy, and we haven't been sued yet, but that's kind of the way it's worked okay. The technology piece has been a real challenge because it's so far in front of the policies and the regulations and the laws that it's really a challenge to manage that. But you know, most of the kids have phones now that they can interact with the teacher through the computer and make responses and do test assessments and stuff. Why wouldn't you take advantage of that?
That wasn't children?
Yeah.
Wasn't that one?
Wasn't this also? Yeah, this is the old school.
Your bearings, this area here probably was a little bit of a green space, and then that was all parking out here. Okay? That's the original entrance to 300 wing, 400 wing. If you look up on top, you see the little pin is the handling units and all that good stuff's up there. And then, of course, this unit takes care of all the big big pipe that goes down the ground about 300 feet. So we do some of the geothermal stuff. And inside the air handling units, they were kind of the experimental ones, and there have been some good things. We use it all fall, they use it all summer, and we kind of share the maintenance and upkeep. Yeah.